Cardano's down 75% from its all-time high, but it's on track for greatness. Can I say that? What is up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching the video. Let's jump into the video. Can I say that? I absolutely can say that. There's so many people that disagree with it. Doesn't matter. I'm going to show you in like literally the first minute of the video why I can say that. And I technically could end the video right there, but I'm not. There's some really, really solid content in this video. We're even going to take a trip down memory lane when it comes to Cardano. So there's Cardano down 75%. You see it on screen. People are calling for the end of Cardano. Calling for the end of Cardano. I want to show you something. Here's Cardano in June 2018 to the bear market low, 98%. Was Cardano done there? No. Here's Cardano after a nice little rally in June 2019 down to the swing low of COVID, down 85%. Was COVID done there? Did it fail there? Was the opportunity gone? Was the opportunity lost? The opportunity was the greatest there. I will say the negativity likely at all-time highs in these areas. It's very simple. That's it. That's it. I'm going to add context to that, but I don't even need to. I could end the video right here. And the story is the same for so many cryptos. It's not just Cardano. I should say that. But it really is very simple, everybody. Do not get me wrong. There's a ton of risk in this space. There's a ton of risk with Cardano and investing in any crypto. So please be careful. This isn't financial advice. Absorb the data, take it in for what it is, make your own decisions. But it's very clear. If we're trying to navigate through this space, it's very clear where opportunity is. I don't know how else to even illustrate it, but that's it. It's right there on the screen. And now if we just add context now to the situation, things become even more bullish. So I could easily say back here, Cardano was on its way to greatness after 98% fall. Back here, 85% fall, Cardano was on its way to greatness. Now, after 75% fall, Cardano is still at 75 cents, still on its way to greatness. And the proof is in the pudding, as they say. Byron, Shelley, Gauguin, Basho, Voltaire. This is the roadmap for Cardano. These are huge technical milestones that Cardano and IOHK and the team building had to tackle. And for context, the Byron era, right? When we're looking at this chart, all the way back here, like this is what's going on. It's the first phase. So all of this, when Cardano looked completely done, was all before Shelley and the staking mechanism. It was before marrying the multi-asset ledger. It was before Alonzo hard fork and smart contracts. It was before the Vassal hard fork coming up, which will address scalability. Meaning, if we go back to that roadmap, we're all the way over here. Gauguin, obviously, bringing into smart contracts, and now we're working on scalability over here. The Cardano network is growing. Networks are coming online. I say it all of the time. And we're in a different phase now in terms of Cardano growth. So if we're looking at this chart, yeah, Cardano, in my view, is absolutely on its way to greatness. And I get it. I'm doing this video, and I understand that I look like a pitch man or a salesperson or something like that. But that's just because I'm very big into communications, right? So if I have a thought, I like to relay it in just a really clear, positive, optimistic way. And this is me relaying that information, that data to you because I'm an investor in Cardano. I'm very bullish on Cardano, just like you are if you're watching this video. That's why I'm doing this. Like I'm in the same seat in the same boat as you are. And this is the data, and this is why I'm ultra bullish on Cardano. Now, is there downside in play for Cardano? Absolutely. There absolutely is. And we can start even talking about that, right? I have this video. I want to take a quick clip. This is from December 2021. Check this out. But I do know a technical target to the downside is right at like this 80-cent range, right? So out of the ascending broadening wedge, there's an 80 cent target for Cardano. I just tweeted that too. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because a lot of people, because of probably the first few minutes of this video, they call me too bullish. They say I'm misleading people, I'm being irresponsible and all of this. But if you watch my videos, and there's from December 2021 and onward, we were tracking that 80-cent target and didn't even mention the 50-cent target we've also been tracking. But I'm here tracking downside risk along this story because it's not all sunshine and rainbows, everybody. Like when we look back and we see, wow, 98% dip all the way back up to $3. Yeah, that looks nice. That's a really nice, cool story to tell. But there's pain there. Like there's a lot of pain right there. There's pain here. There's uncertainty here. There's doubt here. And here we are in another season of pain, uncertainty, and doubt and fear and negativity and whatever. But just focus on the data. Get rid of the emotionality of it and formulate your plan so that you're not overextending yourself, right? You're not investing more than you can afford to lose and things like that. But the data is very clear. If we have any type of roadmap, it's the data, it's the charts, and it's history. It's just seeing how this has operated before. Then we start bringing in on-chain metrics and everything we've been tracking with Cardano, DeFi online now, right? 250 million after a dip. This is normal. These pullbacks, all markets are experiencing this. Crypto in general, the DeFi space in general is experiencing this. It's normal. The network is growing. That's the point. And we're in a completely new era than we were all the way in these dips back here. Let's dig into the technicals a little bit. Let's look at charts, right? And I want to use the weekly for this. And I really do. I want to talk about and I want to dig into kind of the silver lining of it all, which is this all-time high to where we are now looks bad, but there is a silver lining. What I want to do is I want to take our bars pattern and I want to go all the way back to actually the bear market of 2018. I want to take it from where Cardano got rejected off of this 20-week moving average to the bear market low. So there's our bars pattern, kind of just mimicking the move, right? And I want to bring it and I want to put it over Cardano, not the top, but I want to put it Cardano leaving and kind of getting rejected from the 20-week moving average. So the velocity of this move, the aggressiveness, the speed of it can be wherever. We can extend it. We can do whatever we want. But the general sense is this has happened before. And speculatively, we can start visualizing what it might look like here. And we bring into play momentum oscillators. We bring in indicators. We bring in targets for example, the 80-cent target, right? So Cardano trickling down to the 80-cent target, a capitulation environment that, listen, I did a Bitcoin video earlier today. We talked about the potential for it. It's not guaranteed that it's going to happen, but I think this bars pattern right here, it's a reflection of the last bear markets, right? So this could happen, and this brings into play the 200-week moving average. Look at this, 50-cent range, a 50-cent target out of this pattern that we've discussed for a while. That's in play. And that is the silver lining. And you're like, Dan, how is a 75% dip to where we are right now, plus a potential move to 50 cents, if not lower, if the markets really capitulate in fear? How is that a silver lining? The silver lining is this. If you wanted to be a part of this story, right? Opportunity zone, accumulation zone, or this story, you look back and you're like, oh, why didn't I buy more? What was I doing? Why didn't I buy at all? If you look back and you see things like that, well, we're in that season now. We're in that season of fear. And there's maybe the reason why a lot of people don't accumulate in these areas is because the fear is too much. And, you know, maybe they're focused too much on the emotionality, the fear, not the charts, not the data. Again, there's risk. Crypto can fail. Crypto can go to zero. Keep that in mind when making your decisions. But if there's any time, it's when it's oversold. And so we look at this speculative chart, we see the areas, and the Band-Aid has truly been pulled off in terms of Cardano, 75% dip already. Maybe some more into the downside in play. Maybe not. Maybe we bounce bullish. That's for another video. But the silver lining is the Band-Aid has been ripped off. Opportunity zone, in my view, in my opinion, is here. And we're just in this environment where we can potentially take advantage of that. And so that's how I'm looking at not only just Cardano. This is definitely an ADA video, but this is how I'm looking at the crypto markets in general. It just seems everything is oversold. It's potentially going to be even more oversold. There's too much fear with the underlying value that the blockchain in general, this technology offers. This is going to be too much. If things capitulate, it's going to be too much fear. There's going to be too much red, and that will be realized very quickly, and there will be accumulators accumulating. There will be a bottom formed. This thing will turn around, and people are going to look back, similar way they look back here and say, why didn't I buy the fear? Why didn't I think more about it? Why was I paralyzed in the fear, you know? And I'm speaking to myself. Like, I have to remind my emotion for anybody in this market when things are down and things are red, that people start second guessing. For me, that's why I do charts. That's why I do these videos. It's because like I need to remind myself of the data, because it's way more reliable than my emotions when it comes to this. It's way more reliable. And the data just on the charts from a charting perspective is reliable, consistent. But man, when I start looking at the roadmap in Cardano where we are, the network is about to explode. I'm telling you, I really think it is. Solving issues in the crypto space that no other blockchain is doing and being very much ignored by big players in the space while doing so. So that's what I'm looking at. And then just opening up this chart one last time, look at this. We're in that bottom range for Cardano. And I want to do another video maybe tomorrow, really start digging into these areas, right? But Cardano's in this oversold or approaching oversold range, similar to the last bear market. So all the way back here, and you know what? Let me open this up so we can see this better. So here's the last bear market low, right? Bear market low. Look at this. Cardano lower than that on the RSI. Cardano in this general vicinity of the COVID swing low at one point in March, actually the lowest it's ever been on the RSI. So right now, potentially putting in a higher low, we don't know, but look at this entire bottom range is opportunity zone from a historical perspective in regards to Cardano. So how you approach that, up to you. I can't tell you how to do that. I really can't tell you how to approach any of this with any of this data. I just know my opinion is this. It's better to buy in the oversold lower areas than it is in the overbought areas. And that's just not only, I think, common sense from a charting perspective, but just my experience in crypto. The hype of it all, when things are getting crazy hype, people are buying and people are like scared to miss out and stuff. That's when things are, maybe we're getting a throwback. Maybe we're going to dip here. Maybe we're going to get a parabolic crash. And the same is true for the downside. When things get really fearful, it's kind of like maybe this thing's going to turn around, and that's when you really need to start preparing. And a lot of it's mental. So those are my thoughts in terms of ADA and where it is right now. We understand downside. I want to dig into the technical analysis perspective. I'll probably do another video tomorrow of really digging into maybe this part of the weekly, and then zooming in on the daily, maybe even the 6 hour to really break it down. But the picture is clear on the charts, everybody. And I think Cardano is very much on track. I don't think it's off track at all. I don't see anything wrong with what's happening right now. We anticipate these things. We've been ready for these things. So those are my thoughts. Hit the subscribe if you're watching, if you're still watching. I appreciate you. And if you're accumulating that ADA, I got the new scrolling ticker stake with a CCV pool. I appreciate your support. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.